Guys, do I look cool? Do I look cool with a backwards hat on? Because I feel handsome. I don't really feel handsome. I feel like I don't get it. You know, there's nothing behind my head that I need a shield from the sun. Actually, my neck. But I prefer my hat like this. No, just put it like that. Anyway, Ephemeral Rift. He apologized. About a week ago, we covered the crazy Ephemeral Rift drama. It was silly, and it started with him, having an existential conversation with his audience before he inevitably left the platform for a little break, and then it turned into him using really bad words on the internet, and it was wild. I didn't even know about this guy until before then, but he's a really big ASMR channel. I tried my own ASMR, not very good at it. Sorry, guys. You're not going to see that. But I guess after this, he went a little crazy, and now he's back, and he has an hour-long well, it's 50 minutes. I could have swore it was 50 minutes. Did he cut part? Whatever. He has a 50-minute apology, and I'm going to listen to some of it, but I got to be honest with you, I can't handle ASMR for any long period of time. So we're going to read his apology, and then we'll watch some of what he says, okay? Hey, Agrello, that's good. That's awesome, man. I'm happy that they're letting you out of your contract, brother. So let's read this first bit here. We have to really zoom in. I'm old. An apology regarding my use of the N-word. This is from a few days ago. About a week prior to the date of this post, I used the N-word, ending with an A, on Twitter, as well as some replies to comments on my YouTube channel. I also have an article up there about it on my website, which provides full context behind the tweets. I guess this is his website. I might read this. I don't I might read this after. This is already getting rabbit holey. I'll never say the N-word again, and this post can also be considered my apology to anyone offended and or are sensitive to it. I also wrote an apology on Twitter. Okay, I guess we'll take a look at that. My honest intent was never to use it with ill intent, to be malicious, to be racist, to spread racism, etc. While most people don't know me, except for those that kind of know me from my YouTube videos, you'll have to take my word for it when I say I am not racist, nor is anyone in my family. Kind of gives me the vibes of that teacher, that was like, I said it with the A-H to really emphasize it. Trying to do that. It reminds me of that guy. This apology is not the case of me being a white guy trying to get away with saying the N-word, nor is this a case of me trying to save face in order to avoid being canceled. I honestly don't give a frick, I said a bad word, about being canceled or what people think of me. This is strictly an apology to those who are sensitive and found it offensive. I am no longer the sensitive individual I once was, but that doesn't mean I've grown completely insensitive. Well, at least not yet. While I still have full control over my wits, sorry, he just spelled something wrong. I sit here and write that as a 52-year-old and only getting older. I don't like using any slurs, especially gay slurs. Yeah, I hate gay slurs, you know what I mean? Or even the R word. The latter has occasionally made it to my Twitter, perhaps against my better judgment as well, because I know they are offensive, but for some reason I wasn't applying the same logic. I guess we could say, when it comes to the N-word, even though I know I really shouldn't say it. Again, it was never the case of me trying to get away with saying it, though there may have been some arrogance on the part in thinking I can say it, even if I'm not racist. I am leaving the pussy... That's what he kept saying, pussy N-words. Article up on my website, not just because it contains a true story / anecdote, but more importantly, gives context as to why I started saying the N-word in the first place. I'm also leaving it up because I still stand behind everything I wrote in the article in regards to the question it raises. I said the N-word with a soft A, not the hard A, several times, probably against my better judgment, though it was never with ill intention or to be malicious, and I sincerely apologize to anyone offended by it and or who may be sensitive to it. Thanks, Gramps. Yeah, okay. I mean, listen, if I had a guess, he's probably like, why can't I use the A? The black people use it as like friend or buddy. What the frick? It's like, I mean, I guess kind of, I get it. It doesn't seem to be a bad word except when I use it. What? No, I'm just kidding. I've never used it with the A. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm just joking. No, it's still, you don't say it. It's bad. It's insensitive. I don't know if I want to read. Yeah, the N-word, questioning its usage inside and outside the black community. This article has been updated to censor the N-word so as to make it less offensive to those who are sensitive to it, as well as the fact that it shouldn't be used spelled out. As a white man, I accept his apology, okay? I'm just kidding. When this article was written initially, I had no problem typing out the full uncensored version of the N-word because I know I'm not racist. And to me, it wasn't a big deal, as I wasn't using it in a racist manner, but rather to make a point. However, upon further review, you don't need to put both of those in there, but you can just say upon further review, the N-word is offensive, so to many it shouldn't be used. This article has been revised. Well, I probably could have known that before, but hey, you know what? I guess live and learn. I don't know. Our little non-racist, non-religious, my wife and I were raised religious, left our religions, and raised our son without religion. Very open-minded white family of three there's just a run-on sentence, who reside in a predominantly white suburb with a mix of Indian, Hispanic, Latino, and Black, located in southeastern Pennsylvania. It's a lot of pretext. Headed out to dinner the Thursday or Friday prior to the date of this post. What's so interesting is I come from like the complete opposite. My school was predominantly Black. I think it was like 40% Black, like roughly 30% Hispanic, roughly 30% white, and there was like a 2% Asian kind of thrown in there in the mix. So I come from a different worldview, I guess, a little bit. I'm not really uncomfortable around black people, and I don't really feel the need to call people the N-word. I just don't have that problem. I do remember, I've said this a couple times, but I had a teacher, his name was Mr. Johnson. He was always yell at the black kids in the school using the N-word, even with like the A, because he was just like, it's not good. And I was like, okay, thanks, Mr. Johnson. He never said it to me because I'm black, of course, but I would see him do it. Anyway, while we were driving in our car, we happened to be listening to one of our family members' Spotify random playlists based on song genre or something like that, when the following song by Trippie Redd called UKU, I don't know what that is, started playing. At around the 1 minute mark, the artist started saying a few variations of the N-word, including the pussy N-words. I couldn't help but giggle. Not just at the phrase itself, but the fact that there are three white people listening to this. It doesn't bother us because we're not snowflakes and we're not racist. Okay. And we know it shocked most other whites. Whites, okay. If they were in the car with us, like my 80-year-old mother and father. Listen, I listen to rap music sometimes with the N-word in it, and I don't care. Like, I don't care. I sing it when in the car. But that's in the car. Okay? I don't go around saying it in public, you know what I mean? I don't sing it in the car. I'm kidding. I'm lying. I never would do that. But if you think about it, if you're listening to a rap song as a white guy, and if you are somebody who regularly sings or, hums along with whatever song you're listening to, or, sings along with it, or raps along, right? You censoring your speech in the privacy of your car by yourself is, if you think about it, an affront to the art that you're listening to. Because now you're just censoring the art. You are closing your mind rather than freeing your inhibitions to fully take in what you're hearing. You know what I mean? And then expressing it. So if you think about it, if you're alone by yourself in the car and you have it low enough that nobody outside your car can hear you, and you close the windows every time you pull up to a stoplight, and you turn the volume down as well every time you pull up to a stoplight, is it really so bad that you sing along with the song? I don't know. Or if you censor it, is it actually more racist? Because you're ruining the art. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Anyway, at 52 years old, I have listened to all all kinds of music throughout my life, primarily white music, rock and heavy metal. I will say, though, rock apparently was started by black people, so it's kind of funny to call it white music. Never, ever, never have I heard someone say pussy friends. We're going to start saying friends in a song. Well, I'm pretty sure I haven't. Of course, I rarely listen to rap. I rarely listen to rap. Not for any reason, then I just don't relate to it and it doesn't resonate with me. I loved my heavy metal because I was an angry guy that hated everything and everyone, or everyone and everything. Well, I still hate everyone and everything, but I'm less angry. Also, I say loved because music has been dead to me since around 2018 or so. I don't need music in my life anymore. I no longer search for new artists or music, and I don't listen to music while driving, going for a walk, etc. Music is dead as far as I'm concerned, but that's me. So after hearing Trippie Redd say the phrase, I turned to my wife and son with a big-ass evil grin on my face, and I said the same thing in a joking manner for shock value. All they could do was smile and shake their heads, knowing it's something we white crackers... I didn't even comprehend that. This guy's fucking crazy. You gotta say it with the soft A, brother. You can't be fucking throwing out the hard R, dude. Are not supposed to say. I think I said it a couple of times more for shits and giggles. This is a story you could just not have told us, and we would have been fine. You just do this and don't tell us. You know what I mean? As white folk, most of us know the N-word, ending with an ER, and other variant of it, ending with an A, are taboo to say, and for perfectly valid and rational reasons, i.e. racism, oppression, etc. But when you are in the privacy of your home, or in this case, a car, you get to say all the nasty, vile things you couldn't, wouldn't, and shouldn't say in a public setting, whether it's a restaurant, at school, at work, family gathering, etc. Does that mean... Oh my god, this guy did not censor it. He forgot to censor a legitimate hard fucking R.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I haven't read that word. I haven't read that word since I played COD yesterday.
Does that mean we say the hard R on a regular basis in our home? No, the N-word and other ethnic or racial slurs or gender slurs, i.e. gay slurs, are words that never get said in our home. And that we never use, ever. Well, we don't say pussy. We do say bitch, fuck, shit, and the like, often to each other in jest. For example, my wife will say, and I will say, where's the dinner, bitch? Where's my... I say that too. When I met my wife, I never would say bitch. I thought it was horribly offensive. But my wife hangs out with gay people, and gay people love using the word bitch. It's like sassy, so now we use it. To each other when it's dinner time. So after hearing this song above song, the next day, or the next day, I guess 2 days later, I posted the following tweet on my Twitter, warning it contains the uncensored N-word with an A. Yeah, I think we read that. My question still stands. I'm not... What I feel like is interesting about this article so far is you realize that you could say it in the privacy of your own home or in the car by yourself. You don't have to tell us about it. You don't have to tell us about that. Just do it and don't let us know. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. It's like if a tree falls in the fucking forest and no one's around, does anybody hear it? You know, does it really make a sound? No, apparently not. If a white guy raps along and says the N-word during the song and he's alone, did it really happen? You know, it's the same analogy with the tree in the forest. It's just, you know, more dangerous. My question still stands. I'm not racist, so while I will never say the N-word, ending with an ER, he's making it specific. He's letting you know he's still saying the one with the A. Don't I at least get to say the N-word with an A or AS? I say AH. You know, I don't say. The answer is no. Even though friends is more of a slang word that means your friends, family, your little group, etc. is not as inherently vile and racist as the bad boy word, and gets thrown around quite often in a casual manner. The only people who have any right to say it are those within the black community, and even then it probably shouldn't be used. That I agree with. You probably shouldn't. We should probably phase that word out of all communities, even with the A. But I'm a white guy, so I'm not gonna make that point. I don't care. At least not aggressively, you know. As I pondered all this over the next couple of days, I decided to Google the term pussy friends and was somewhat surprised to see the search results. There are quite a lot of songs either titled or have pussy friends in the title. You can see for yourself. Simply Google the phrase pussy friends. Uncensored, of course. And you'll see quite a few songs with the phrase in the title. Okay. This brings me to my next question. Why do so many black rappers say pussy friends? And why are they saying it to others in their community? Obviously, it's an insult, but who are they insulting? And for how long has this particular phrase been used? Of course, not all blacks. he says blacks. Not all blacks or black rappers say it, and I'm sure all variations of the N-word are frowned upon even by those within the black community or anyone of any racial background, again, due to the inherent racist and oppressive history of the word. Well, okay. Well, my friends, that brings us to the end of the article. So what have we learned today? That pussy friends is used in many black rap song titles and appears to be an insult sung or slung by blacks, he says. Jesus Christ. Meant for other blacks. Oh my God. But more importantly than that, my main question still resides. Can non-blacks, especially non-racist non-blacks, say friends in its various forms when used casually or in jest and not as an insult or to be racist? While part of me doesn't see a problem with it if you're not racist, the truth of the matter is that no one should really be saying it. But if anyone can say it, it's those within the black community. Yeah, okay. I mean, it seems like you kind of understand you're not supposed to say it. Frankly, like I said, yeah, we probably should phase the word out, but not my call, to talk to Dr. Umar about that. Sure. So he kind of went unhinged and started saying the N-word a lot is basically what happened. And he gave us that apology, but he also gave us this apology, which is an actual, it's an actual video. I'm not watching the whole thing, but let's give it a little bit of a watch.
Good now.
Oh, God.
I hope you're doing well. I don't want to sound like a scripted robot.
He sounds like he's from American Psycho, dude.
I don't really do scripts anyway on my channel.
Okay.
Usually 90% improv.
Nice.
I do have some, like a little cheat sheet that I wrote on my phone of some things, some points I would like to go over during the course of this video. In regards to some of the recent things I've said on Twitter.
Okay.
And some of the comments as well here on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically,
okay.
Regarding my use of the N word.
Very based.
Primarily using the A ending verb.
Friend.
So, apology first, and then we'll get into the why, what makes me tick, and all that.
Okay.
So, I would like to apologize.
I fucking hate this shit.
To anyone that found what I said to be offensive, to those of you who may be sensitive to those things, and especially you watching this right now. If you are someone who's very sensitive, or perhaps maybe
the worst thing is he just did a cut there, which implies to me that this motherfucker rewatches his ASMR before he posts it.
Maybe not so sensitive, but still found things to be offensive. And
oh my God, I can't.
You found,
I don't know how much more of this I could take.
Or hurt. Maybe you felt betrayed, or something along those lines. So I would like to personally apologize to you. Okay. And before we go any further, I'm not apologizing because I've been caught or found out. I'm not apologizing because I'm afraid to be canceled. I'm not apologizing because I'm trying to save face or save my image. Okay? I don't care about myself. I really don't. Okay? I don't care about getting canceled. I don't care if my YouTube channel would be eventually die and I lose everyone and I no longer make it a source of income. I don't really care if I run out of ideas, and that happens anyway, regardless of all of this. I don't care about
Zed King super chatted $5. I think this guy's just channeling his inner Duck Dynasty. That's why he wants to say it so bad.
True, me too. I don't know how much more of this I could fucking take.
Say about me. Good.
I'm not gonna watch. I can't do it. I can't watch this. This is terrible. This is so boring. Okay, any apology over like 5 minutes is garbage. All right, there's no context that really needs to be delivered. Here's what happened. I could explain to you. This motherfucker was hanging out in his car. He listened to a song with the N-word in it. It made him giggle because he's a white guy and he's never really talked to black people before because he lives in a predominantly white area. He said it in the car with his kid and his wife, and they kind of shook their head at him and said, "Oh, you silly little goose." And then he decided to make it his personality to try to reclaim the N-word. That's what happened. He got that that vegan teacher bullshit. That's it. And he doesn't understand it. He probably isn't actively, hatefully racist. I mean, you could argue all of us are a little racist, but I don't care about that. I don't think that he's racist. I think that he's just being stupid, and he felt the need to go on a fucking tangent about how he should be able to use that word. And then he realized he was being stupid, and then he apologized. That's it. That's where we're at. There's nothing else to say. And I can't fucking listen to this goddamn ASMR because I can't do it. I certainly can't. I did it. I got 3 minutes in. It's too much. So we're over it. We're done.